By the way, Nazaga man, that's another fire, that's another in the water. Mufi. Mufi. Imwetata pakufaya mayo mwatupungile nefilayo mwatile tukekala wino mwale tufyona na mamina ngalelo sivimpile shani ngamayo asaluka shani mwatile nkakwata jobu inelelo nshikwete opu muli mayo mwafyala moba mbundu ababonzi benu bakote watile ukasebula roti nanomba tupita mumigoti kutikeni kuline wotata
Is asking me that you have stopped vegetables. My friend, fertilizer is expensive. I've stopped gardening because fertilizer is too expensive. Aish, it's expensive and it doesn't make sense. I am even wondering how those farmers are doing because fertilizers become so expensive and vegetables even to sell, we are selling very little. So, I've stopped vegetables. I mean, if you go in my garden, I'm failing to buy fertilizer. I've got onion, but because of no fertilizer, it's not doing very well. Yeah, manure na taimonica, it's very difficult to get chicken manure or whatever. So, now I should pack off, now I come back off. Now, so here it is. I want those who reason. here I want those who reason. Those are the people that I want. First of all, before I go on, I saw some of you were laughing at me at Ndecha Jotuma 2 kwacha. Turikwisa Tuma 2 kwacha Tuma airtime. Mwachalanseka ati Ndecha Jotuma 2 kwacha. Atutuma 2 kwacha to Ndecha to airtime. Life na ikava. This is a fact. Life na ikava. Life is not easy. And you know, this government, the new Dawn government, they are making you, you know, especially Hakainde Hichilema, when he's talking, he talks as if, you know, the PF, they store so much money, and that's why you are suffering. Just like the other day I heard, no, you don't have meal allowance because they store the money. No, you don't have, things are expensive because they store the money. No. It's Hakainde Hichilema who has messed up things. It's Hakainde Hichilema who has messed up things. But that is what I'll talk about next. First, I want to talk about this issue of jobs. President Hakainde Hichilema, I want to tell you point blank, whether you like it or not, I'm telling you point blank, President Hakainde Hichilema has not created jobs. President Hakainde Hichilema has not created jobs yet. Nothing. There is no job that President Hakainde Hichilema has created. Yes, he has appointed ministers. Yes, he has employed some of his cadres, you know, in government. But all those jobs, those are not jobs created by Hakainde Hichilema. Appointing someone as a minister, appointing Chushi Kasanda, it is not creating employment. Yes, you have employed her, but it is not Hakainde Hichilema who has created the job for Chushi Kasanda. It is not Hakainde Hichilema who has created the job for my father. It's my father, that one. It is not Hakainde Hichilema who has created those jobs. Those jobs are government jobs. They are just there. They are part of the institution. So Hakainde Hichilema has not created jobs. Hakainde Hichilema has not created jobs. James Chishimba, ulevat envy. Taparifia envy apa. This is a reality. Hakainde Hichilema has not created jobs. He hasn't. Oh, what about the teachers? What about the health workers? Those jobs have not been created by Hakainde Hichilema. Those jobs, the jobs for teachers and the health workers, have not been created by Hakainde Hichilema. Those jobs were created by PF. PF are the ones that have created those employment. How have they created that employment? They created that employment by first building schools and hospitals. That is how they created those jobs. If they had not made those schools, if they had not made those hospitals and health centers, Hakainde Hichilema would not have employed those people. Hakainde Hichilema is employing them now because PF had a vision. They created schools. They made more than 14,000 schools, more than 7,000 health centers and hospitals. Some of them, they upgraded them. More than 7,000. So these infrastructure that PF created, these are the ones that are now begging for manpower. These are the ones that are calling for workers. Hakainde Hichilema, if they had not created, where would have Hakainde Hichilema taken those teachers? Where would they have gone? Where would they have gone? Even himself does admit, he says there are no desks. When he went to European Union Parliament, he didn't speak about infrastructure. He spoke about desks. Because yes, indeed, PF created, they made the schools, but they had not bought desks because the schools were not finished. Now that the schools are finished, we need desks. And that's why Hakainde Hichilema is right to say we need more desks. The infrastructure was already built. If they had not created that infrastructure, would you have employed these teachers that you are talking about, 30,000? Would you have employed them? Would you have employed them? He wouldn't have employed them. He wouldn't have employed them. He's employing because there are schools where you can take them. And these schools were built by PF. And when PF were building those schools, what was Hakainde Hichilema saying? Hakainde Hichilema was saying, these people are borrowing too much. Even up to today, he's talking about, no, they borrowed too much. They borrowed too much. They borrowed too much so that you can employ those 30,000, so that you can employ the 11,000. So you should even be ashamed to be saying, PF borrowed too much. PF borrowed too much. You are the one that is reaping out of the money that PF borrowed. PF borrowed money and invested, and you are reaping now. You are going to Kafue Lower, Kafue Lower Gorge, and you launch a turbine, additional turbine. That turbine did not come with UPND. It didn't come with UPND. I don't think Hakainde Hichilema even knows the price of building a turbine. He doesn't. He doesn't. It is PF that created that. Today, Zambia is exporting electricity, and ZESCO is boasting that we are exporting electricity. We are exporting electricity to South Africa. We are exporting electricity to Congo. Why? Because of the projects that PF started. PF started a number of projects to expand the output of electricity generation. And this is what has come now. So, imweva UPND, mule kwata konenson. Imweva pressing, mule kwata konenson. Tamwa kwata nenson. Because I'm kwata nenson, you cannot say, Hakainde Hichilema has finished load shedding. Hakainde Hichilema finishing load shedding. Imwe. Hakainde finishing load shedding. What has Hakainde Hichilema? All the projects that are there, he's just going launching. He even needs a new scissors. Needs a new scissors. I don't have money, but I want to buy Hakainde Hichilema a new scissors so that he can continue, launching those, because so far the scissors here moneka what na yambo kuchitana nkane ukufupa na ifupa. He needs a new scissors. Buy him a lot of scissors. There are a number of projects that he needs to commission. Iriana nkane fruit processing that he went to commission. Is it Hakainde Hichilema who started it? Hey, I mean, the first of the kind, we have never had it. We have never had it because Hakainde Hichilema, because President Edgar Lungu and our PF, they are the ones that started those projects. They are the ones that commissioned those projects. Hakainde Hichilema, nifida tumuchiwe mbatoe wati, niva muenda mualimwa. Na vali mamo kale, elo vaisa mukula endamu, elo vale ivala ama valati yo, I've done this. No. Those jobs, they were created by PF. Muleko kutwanga wa praise singer. Stop it. They are not your jobs. You are not the one that created those jobs. You had no vision. Your Hakainde Hichilema had no vision. If he had a vision, he wouldn't have been criticizing PF. But now he's busy reaping. And he's enjoying at our created jobs. Whatever. What is Omwina Chan? Never before, whatever. We are making history. Unprecedented. Unprecedented started with the infrastructure. Because of the unprecedented infrastructure development, we now have unprecedented mass employment of people. If you. So, leke nyuku tuanga mkwate kwensoni va praising, mkwate nsoni. Stop boasting to say Hakainde Hichilema has built schools. Stop boasting like that. Wait for your projects. Start your projects. Start your projects and let them yield results. But so far, you are just harvesting. You are just harvesting what PF had planted. That's what you are harvesting. You haven't done anything yet. We have done this. Munja sukewa praise singer. If PF had not built schools, where would you have employed those teachers? If PF had not created those hospitals, where would you have taken those health workers? Where? Yeah? If PF had not started expanding and creating more electricity generation, would we be talking about finishing load shedding today? Njeveni, tell me where Hakainde Hichilema started an electricity generating plant. Tell me one. Tell me which school, which Hakainde Hichilema has built, where we need teachers. Tell me one. I'm not responding to you. Don't think that, you have won. You have no shame. No shame at all with Hakainde Hichilema. How can you be boasting about, things that you didn't start? Yes, John Banda, you are right. They created districts, plus districts. You are also condemning Yama districts. Oh, districts. Now, they created districts. So many districts that they added on. And those districts are needing employment. So and somebody was saying, no, but PF was saying that it's politically motivated, whatever. No. No one said it's politically motivated. Those who said it's politically motivated, they just lack logic. Those who were busy praising Hakainde Hichilema, no, we commend Hakainde Hichilema for unprecedented whatever. They are just, they were not thinking. They were not thinking. Problem talk about Tamuli Chinechalo. We even have very educated people. Very educated people. Some of them, they even want to be presidents. But in terms of Kutontonkanya, you are very basic. Very basic. And that's why this country, is full of mediocres. Full of mediocres. Some of them, they even enter into leadership and we don't move because of the mediocrity, because of lack of depth. We just look at Pamulufye. Hakainde Hichilema has created. And Hakainde Hichilema even goes. He even gets a mic. I've created unprecedented for the first time since independence. People have never entered. Since independence, by independence, if Kaunda had employed 30,000 teachers, where would he have taken them? And even the schools that you're talking about, because those 30,000 teachers, and 11,000 health workers, they didn't go to Hakainde Hichilema's school. No. It is because of the policies again of PF to create more private schools. Of course, some of these private schools, myself, have even been criticizing. I was criticizing Wankandulu. I remember at that point to say there are too many these private schools, nursing and whatever. There are too many. And some of them, the quality is not good. But it is because of those private schools, the policy that was employed to create more colleges and universities. That's why you have the 30,000. And you don't have 30,000 actually. You have more than 100,000. Because the private schools were there. So the people that saw the seed, it's the PF. It's the PF. Now MMD. Hakainde Hichilema. You are just reaping where you didn't sow. But praise singers, stop boasting per social media. Stop. Batabokawana, stop. Cornelius Mwetwa, stop talking about Hakainde Hichilema has done this. Stop it. It's not, these are not your fruits. These are not your projects. Start your own. Build schools. Show us. Start a project to your money. Then you can start saying this. The fruit processing that you are doing in Wapula, it is not yours. And by the way, you have even cancelled Mulungushi. Building of Mulungushi. You made Mulungushi, not Mulungushi, FTJ University. You have cancelled it. You have put a lid on it. And yet you are making so much noise. You have so much noise wanting to make PF look bad. But PF didn't close the project. Imwana Muisa, you have closed the project. Why have you closed the project here, FTJ? Why have you closed the project? So what are you going to do yourselves? Kwateni kwensoni wane kwateni kwensoni. Allah. Kwateni kwensoni. Bring your comments here. Bring. Tell me. Amaskulu church akuli. Akulandeni apaba praise singers. Tell me. Yeah? Tell me. Right here. Show me. what Hakainde Hichilema has done. Tell me. The schools were built by PF. Allah. You are shameless, Uncle Chilufya. I'm shameless. Tell me, sir, tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm lying. Tell me it is not PF that created those schools. Tell me. Tell me. You have no shame. The only thing that you earn a dual carriageway from Ndola to Lusaka. Oh, nine have a cancer? Yes, I remember they have cancelled. Yeah. So, I mean, tapane for barrage tava. But PF bali could, you know, link Zambia, L400, L8,000. I mean, they did so much. But whenever UPN tapane for bachitide. Tapali. Now, I hope more you for point you. I hope more you for. I mean, open your eyes, Zambians. Don't allow people to cheat you, you know. Because I even saw one big person that I consider Katwishi. I mean, I admire this man. I don't want to mention his name. I admire this man. He speaks good English, and you know, he's in the church circles. I saw him the other day writing at what Hakainde Hichilema has done. And he was sticking, and one of the things that he has put there, he has employed 8,000, 30,000 and whatever. I was looking to say, Zambians, I mean, even such educated people can be so basic. Don't be too content, you know, with little things. No. Hakainde Hichilema hasn't done anything yet. He hasn't created employment. Let him start. Alikwatama connections. Alikwata HH has connections with the Copenhagen and whatever. Let those people come and start building industries. Let them, you know, invest money in the private sector. Let us start seeing how tebamo wandera ndapo work change. Bamu wate work change. Uyondera ndapo mdara work change. Bamu wata tabalemba mabuku. Enala lemba mabuku mdara. I mean, a very brilliant man. But I was, when I looked at what he was commenting to say, this is what Hakainde Hichilema, I was very disappointed. I'm like, what's going on? Is he also looking for a job like Munsha? I mean, that's what came into my mind. I was thinking that maybe he's also looking for a job. Because really, I mean, we should be analytical. We should be analytical. We should be analytical. So, what I'm saying is that President Hakainde Hichilema, if he wants to create jobs, let us see, you know, money going into the private sector. Then we will say yes. But so far, Hakainde Hichilema is not propping up the private sector. He's not. President Hakainde Hichilema, President Hakainde Hichilema, if anything, is killing the private sector. Instead of helping the private sector to grow so that the private sector can absorb or can create employment. Hakainde Hichilema is killing the private sector. How is he doing this? Look, just I think it's yesterday, we saw that statement which came to say government, cabinet has approved that they will pay local debt over a period of 5 years. I don't know if you are able to follow this. Government has said they will pay local debt over a period of 5 years. Over a period of 5 years. And so far as we are talking, the suppliers and contractors, a lot of them have not been paid. Because some of you don't understand when we say local debt. What do you mean local debt? Local debt, Ninkongole, this is money that is owed to Zambian businesses. The private sector. The private sector. When you talk about local debt, it's money that is owed to the private sector. And when you hear that government is spreading to pay over a period of 5 years, what it simply means is that there are some people right now who are owed by government. Who are owed by government. By either they supplied something, they either did some projects, and some of these projects could be the schools and the hospitals that we are talking about, roads. They did these projects. And when they did these projects, they have not yet been paid. And basically, with the government saying, we will pay over a period of 5 years, it means that some of these people will not be paid for the next 4 years. This is what it means. This is what it means. Now, with that statement, it means somebody cannot go, to Ministry of Finance to say, please pay me, pay me. They will say, no, our period, extends to 5 years. And this is just the first year. It essentially means we don't see government paying local businessmen. This year, next year, we don't see that. And where does that leave the private sector? Where does that leave the private sector? Some of these people, to do some of these projects, they were actually borrowing money. They were actually borrowing money. They borrowed money from financial institutions, from investors, and they need to pay back this money. But this government is saying, no, spread for 5 years. Because they don't care. They don't care. What don't they care about? They don't care about the private sector. They don't care about you and I. They don't care. They don't care about you and I. Because when they are giving themselves businesses. They are giving themselves businesses. They are giving each other contracts and they are paying each other immediately. They are paying each other immediately. They are even paying even before people do the job. They are paying. They are paying each other. We just had that $100 million contract which was cancelled because Nakachinda, spoke about it. If Nakachinda had not spoken about it, they would have given each other that $100 million project and they would have even paid themselves. But for those who have supplied, for those who have worked for government, those contractors, those suppliers, for those, they don't mind. They don't mind. They don't mind. But what will happen to them? What will happen to them is that their businesses will crumble. Their businesses will crumble. Their businesses will die. And when the businesses die, what happens? You lose employment. Some of you, no shalimo akabamu, because some of you praise singers, you think you are okay. But very soon you will start seeing some of these private companies folding. Some of these private companies folding. And when they fold, you lose jobs. No shalimo akabamu. You may be working in government, but you will find that 10 of your relatives have lost jobs. 10 of your relatives have lost jobs. And they will have to be coming to you asking for help. If you even help, because some of you don't help. Some of us, the little that we get, we have to share among so many. Among so many. Wakwataka 10 pin dala within 1 hour, nakapwa, because utumineko 500, 1 pin, shan. Within 30 minutes, wadawati 10 pin yapwa. We share. Some of us, we share. We have got a lot of relatives that need our help. No shalimo akabamo. You will also suffer in one way or the other. So, Hakainde Ichilema, as it is killing the private sector. This government is killing the private sector. Shanto Mulea is saying idiot. Yes, you can tell me idiot. You can say that. But how does that help the situation? What am I saying here that makes me an idiot? Shanto Mulea. What am I saying that makes me to be an idiot? Because what I'm saying here is true. Didn't this government say they will pay over a period of 5 years? Didn't they say that? That's what they said. And who are these people? What is this local debt? Local debt is the private sector. It's the Zambians. And they don't want to pay them. They don't want to pay them. And the new businesses, they are giving each other. But mostly, they are giving preference to foreigners. Zesco, right now, Amapos Awo, Zesco now has become a foreign company. They are just dealing with foreigners. Zesco is dealing with foreigners. Even the UPND, those who are supporting UPND, some business people who are supporting UPND, they are not getting business from Zesco now. They are not. They are not getting business from Zesco. To get business from Zesco, they have registered them, but to get business, it's hell. Lusengo Luambwa. They are just there filling up the database of Zesco as suppliers. But business, they are not being given. We know these things. We know. We know these things. You have gone there. You were excited. You were excited. Now new donors coming to power. UPND has come into power. I used to support UPND. Have you gotten business from Zesco? Have you gotten business to any of these parastates? They have bali mivika kuwaya. Bali mivika kuwaya. Didaba mivika kuwaya. Tamuko etorupia. And when you don't have money, that is why we don't have money in the economy. That is why you are seeing me ndeshto tuma nankane to talk time to atu kwacha. Takuli indalama. Mwilave, for there is no money. There is no money. That's why we are buying tuma talk time to atu kwacha. Takuli indalama. Even those people, because some of you think that, hey, you know, you have a job. Hey, pakashingire, ngawalanda ni shaingira, mdala. I talk every day. I talk every day here in the land. Tell me, when last somebody gave me money? When last somebody gave me money? Because I know, some of you think that when I'm talking here, nishishire ingira. Wala! I can even take you kufriji and sonje miswire. Kufriji. Miswire so mumon. Eh? Nje miswire kufriji. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. There is nothing. There is nothing so. There is nothing. Takulindarama. There is no money. There is no money. Eh? The other day I was buying power. Pantu mula savaira mumona kwati kwangala. The other day I was buying power. Na shitiri amarait ya 50 kwachi. Yali kuisari amarait 50 kwachi na shitiri. Eh? Ayo. Mwaimon. Eh? Apo songa mwaloresha mwaimone yo 50 kwacha ile moneka apo. Leka ni mipiri wide mumoni. Anyway, indalama takuli. Mwilave, don't think that, there are people out there who have got money just to be dishing around. Eh? Hatiyo tayari ngaranda ni shishaingira. Takuli mdala takuli. Na wewe na mtonton kanya, they don't have money. Eh? Kaiza libutuka no kubutuka. Muna ndio kupia. There is no money. Mwani mwana kaiza. Ali butuka kaiza. Kubutuke nsala mu Zambia. Ali butuke nsala mu Zambia. Kubutuke nsala. At open your fridge, you see. Tina kutwala ku fridge waya monamu. Takudi mdala, mulife tomato, muiswile tomato. Yeah, mu garden, chap. Nothing. Na ikava. So don't be cheated. And me, I live a very straightforward life. A very straightforward life. Umuntu ngandishama uteo nandishama. Not if musaba shan, Daddy, he's being sponsored Mary to follow Mary. He's being paid to follow Mary. Wala. If I didn't have principle, I would have been speaking for Mary. And I know Mary by now. Kaidare fola. Kudeki kuriare fola. By now, ngadi ndisha mulimbina 10 pin. But it's on principle, mdara. It's on principle. If we work on principle, we don't mind. That's why we can tell off even those who think that they are big buyers. We are able to tell them off, to say, get out. If you have poor because we work on principle. Even Kaiza, we know when Kaiza used to do stupid things, I used to speak about it. Even if I had Lungu, when he was doing something that I didn't agree with, I used to speak. Me, I look up to God, not to Muntu. So when you fail to challenge me, you all rush, hey, it's money, hey, it's about benefits. Voila. Ask my wife, she will tell you. I live. That's why, if I was just a person that was behaving kaya, nga mwalinji myakale but nemilandu mwalifiro kunkwatira. Why? Because I'm not a guy that do, pitch, nothing. Me, I'm a very straightforward guy. Very straightforward. So, mune kusata. Hey, tired, you are nothing. I do my little things. But the little things that I do, because of Hakainde Ichilema, because there is no money in the economy, I am also broke now. Ndeshtama tu kwacha airtime, because Hakainde Ichilema has messed up things. Hakainde Ichilema is killing the private sector. The local businesses are dying, including those who supported UPND. They are in trouble now. They are in trouble. They don't have money. And because they don't have money, that is why there is also no money in the economy. Apaso, you are watching. I know most of you are broke. Most of you are broke. You don't have money. You don't have. Kuno kumyesu kuno. Njikala kuroma mdala. Kwa riba fino ndo kuno. Those days mdala malaitinga yaya. Ama genset yale chita. Pano nofya apachalira ban. Mdala this time ama lightinga yaya. Only few houses are able to switch on gensets. Turaseka no kuseka na wakajimandani. So na kuno kuntu. Nilatoa ishira ni munishimwali wa Lungu. Kwale mfika zona ni mutauni muno zona. This time, Nyemyotoka tashipitana, not those days, the busy roads, what I can tell you. Our road was very busy. Myotoka shile pitana. Utuma lodges, utuma businesses closed. Closed. There is no money. Hakainde Ichilema is killing the private sector. And don't be cheated. Don't think that uliana kwa tempia. Nothing. Na panonjikere pari ondero dela. Nama honorables tabakwete ndara. Mama honorables tabakwete. Ni nani honorable mwingalanda po? Which honorable can you talk about? Me, I know some of these guys. Ni nani honorable? There is no money. Why there is no money? Because Hakainde Ichilema has closed the economy. And because Hakainde Ichilema has closed the economy, that's why you are seeing the dollar at your kwacha is one of the best performing currencies. What do you mean? Do you understand Forex? Because I saw, like I'm saying, someone, again, a very educated man, and even some of these flight economists, they are coming up. No, our economy is best performing. Hey, the dollar is now 16 kwacha. Hey, PF left the dollar at 25 kwacha. Is that something that you can be proud of? Yeah? Therefore, wino. Pera proper economics. Realistic economics. Not here pama pepara. Let me give you proper economics. Realistic economics. Not here at no inflation has gone down. Whatever PF left inflation at 23%. Now inflation is at whatever. Kwacha was Fiabufi, let me tell you. Let's start with the dollar. Let's start with the dollar. How come the dollar has gone down and the kwacha has appreciated? No, during the time of PF, dollar was high. Okay. Agreed. You can even put it at 30 kwacha. I don't mind. I don't mind. And let's bring it to say, no, now the dollar is at 16 kwacha. Now, how does the dollar work? The dollar is nothing like a product. A dollar is just nothing like a product. You buy the dollar. And like any product, if there is high demand, that product usually go up. It goes up. The price of that product goes up. The price of that product goes up. Eh? If my wife, can I have 1 lemon? We need to educate each other on this one. Realistic economics, not punkanomics. Yawa Hakainde ichilema. Inendefo kumipela realistic economics. I'm not an economist, but come on, some of these things, they are not difficult for us to understand. They are not difficult. Can I have 1 lemon? Can I have 1 lemon? Actually, let me have 2. Let me just get the whole tray. Baby, I'm busy now, okay? I'll come up with it. So, you can be thinking of dollar like anything. So, you can be thinking of dollar like anything else, but dollars are just like any other product, just like my lemons here. The dollar is just like, you can put this one, since you have cut it, you can put it in the tea, but meaning you're going to put some more tea. Anyway, so a dollar is just like any product, just like these lemons here. That's what a dollar is in relation to our economy, in relation to Zambia. Because, I mean, dollar, we don't use dollar in Zambia. We use kwacha. In Zambia, we use kwacha. But if Chilufya Tayali, if I want to go to Ethiopia, then I need dollars. If I want to go to Ethiopia, I need dollars. In that case, I will have to go in a bureau de change or the bank to buy dollars. And I will buy dollars just like the way I buy these lemons. I'll buy the dollars just like the way I buy these lemons. That's how I'll buy the dollar. I'll be buying. It is a product that I'm buying. It is a financial product that I'm buying. So, when I go in the bank today, I buy the dollar. The dollar would be maybe at 17 kwacha. And another person is also flying. You know, they go and buy at 17 kwacha. But if there are more of us who are flying out, who are going out, who needs the dollar will become expensive. Lemons are cheap because mostly not many people like lemons. But if everyone wants lemons, like during the time of COVID, when people were eating lemons, the lemons would become expensive. So the more people that need a product, the likely that that product will increase in price. So if there are more people that are going to buy the dollar will become scarce. Dollar will increase in price. But if there are no people who need dollars, dollar will go down. Now, right now, if you tell me, do you think dollar is on high demand? If you just think of it with the current economy, with what I was telling you, private sectors, there is no business. There is no business, there is no money. Do you think dollar is on demand? There are very few people who are going out of the country now. There are very few people. Very few. Very few people are going out. And since there are very few people going out, it simply means dollar is not on demand. Dollar is not on demand at the moment. Even me, my wife, is from Ethiopia. I mean, we don't have money now. She can't fly. She can't fly. She wants to go for a vacation, but she can't go. We don't have money. We don't have kwacha. We need kwacha first. But where are we going to get that kwacha? We are going to get that kwacha from the private sector, from those businesses where businessmen and businesswomen, when they get paid, we charge them services that we offer them to a consultancy. And they pay. When they pay, I have kwacha. When I have kwacha, I'm able to buy the dollar. But right now, I don't have. And you also don't have. And other people don't have. A lot of us now, we are preoccupied with survival. Just buying food to eat. That's all. We are not preoccupied with buying dollars. Where are you going? Where are you going? You don't have money. So a lot of people are not traveling. Now, that is on the social level. But we can go higher on the business level. On the business level, right now, there are not many people who are importing things to come and sell in Zambia. There are not many people. How are you going to buy, clothes, blankets, and so on and so forth? How are you going to buy those things and bring them into this country where people have no money? If you go Muma malls, which were built by PF, we have seen a lot of malls, and you and I, you agree that a lot of malls, we have malls where there are no shops. We have malls where a number of shops are opening and closing. Today, clothing shops, they open today, tomorrow they are closing. Why? There is no money. There is no market. People are not buying. People are not buying. So because of that, those people that are supposed to buy, to import dresses, to import this, they are not importing. And for them to import, of course, they need the dollar. So they don't need the dollar now. They don't need the dollar. Why? Because they are not going out to buy. One of my good friends, Word Like Royalties. Word Like Royalties. Word Like Royalties. You find it at East Park. You find it at Manda Hill. Also even Perfume Corner and others. Perfume Corner. They also sell perfumes at, what is this? Lewanika Mall. Also at East Park. They are, no, are they at East Park? No, I don't think they're at East Park. Anyway, all these people, they go out to buy products and bring them in the country. For them to buy those products, they have to buy the dollar. But since the market is not moving, they don't buy the dollar. Therefore, the dollar is not on demand. It's not on demand by many people going out. It's not on demand by these, the small scale, the medium enterprise. Yeah. What is this? The small enterprise. They're not needing the dollar. So the dollar is not needed. And that's why the dollar has gone down. From there, we can go to the higher level. Another level at a macro level. At a macro level, this is where we are seeing, big projects going on. Like infrastructure. Infrastructure needs, a lot of dollars because the material costs a lot of money, and this material, you buy it from outside. You buy it from outside. So, so when you need to buy, certain things, you find that one thing is $1 million. So because of that, you need more dollars. And at the moment, this government is not building. PF, they were building. But PF, they were building. But PF, they were building. And because they were building, they were putting pressure on the dollar. They needed the dollars to go and buy those things that they needed to build those schools where Hakainde has employed teachers. They needed the dollar to build hospitals where Hakainde Hichilema has employed health workers. So there was high demand of dollar during the time of PF. In the money, there was money in circulation. There was money in circulation. Even Wakanda, they had money. They were boasting. They were showing. There was money. So people were able to sell beer. They were able to sell clothes. They were able to sell food. They were able to sell tickets and all these things. And for these things to come into our country, we needed the dollar to buy those things, to import those things and bring them in the country. Now, you and I, we are broke. This government is not doing anything. There are no projects going on. That is why the dollar has gone down. In other words, from my point of view, the dollar has gone down because of ubuchushi. Muli ubuchushi muchalo. There is no money. There is no money. And nobody's interested in the dollar. Nobody's interested in vacations. Nobody's interested in Gucci and whatever. There are few people that have got money. That's why the dollar has gone down. It is not Hakainde Hichilema. Buchushi bulelenga. There is no pressure on the dollar. There is no pressure on the dollar. We don't need the dollars. Since the dollars, we don't need it, the dollar has gone down. Efirelenga, man. Efirelenga. Don't be cheated at Hakainde Hichilema. That's why I'm disappointed with that man who I respect very much. A man of God, a man with so much knowledge, he put that, hey, the dollar has gone down. No, Hakainde Hichilema hasn't done this. 1 year, Hakainde Hichilema has reduced the dollar from 25 kwacha to, come on. Hakainde Hichilema has brought suffering. That's what he has done. Hakainde Hichilema has brought suffering. PF, yes, the dollar was high, but we had money. And what do you prefer? What do you prefer? These are some of the things that, people don't think deeply. What do you prefer? Do you prefer not to have money at all, or you have money and you are buying things expensively? I would rather have money than I'm broke like I am. You are broke because when you are broke, tapara for ingechta. But when you have money, even if products are not there, you can go somewhere and buy. In Congo, people have money in Congo. They have money. And because they have money, tabalale nsala though tabalima, Congo tabalima. Congolese, they are not interested in farming. Big farms and whatever, they are not interested. They are interested in minerals and they make money. Because they have money, they are able to come to Zambia and buy the products. Tabalale nsala. But what about you? You don't have money. You don't have money and you are saying, no, inflation is low. Waladia inflation. What good is a single-digit inflation when you don't have money? What good is a single-digit inflation when you don't have money? And a single-digit inflation, it is because people don't have money. People don't have money. I was just telling you that I've stopped growing vegetables in my garden. Why? Because it's not making economic sense. You find that you walima tomato, for example. You grow tomato, you plant tomatoes. You buy fertilizer at a very expensive price, 1,100, fertilizer to put in tomato or vegetables. But when you are going to sell, people don't have money. And because people don't have money, you can't increase your tomato. You can't sell it at an expensive price. You sell it cheaply. So you can't increase. You can't increase. And because you can't increase, inflation is remaining low. Inflation is remaining low. People don't have the money. So you are stuck. Farmers now are selling things cheaply. Farmers are subsidizing government. And the government is celebrating to say we have low inflation. No. Farmers are dying. You are killing farmers. Because they can't increase, because they can't get worth of their labor, value for their labor, they can't get value for their labor, they are going down. Me, I've stopped. And I'm just a nobody, really, I'm nobody. But I know a lot of people there, they're struggling to grow their products. I have a friend, one of my friends, I mean, him is a big guy, he's growing a lot of things. He's growing soya beans and whatever. He came here and he was complaining. He was complaining of the price. He says he has put in so much to grow his soya beans, but what he's getting is nothing. And he has stopped selling. This is the reality. This is the real economies that we are talking about. And this economy is not healthy. You can talk about a single digit inflation, but look at the people. Look at the people. You can talk about the low exchange rate, but look at the people. Look at the people. I'm telling you, open your eyes, people. Open your eyes. This government is killing you. This government is killing you. This government is killing you. Don't be cheated by low inflation. Don't be cheated by low exchange rate. Stop it. Wake up. You are better off having the money. Having the money, you have a double whatever. Who cares? Who cares? And in some countries, the inflation is very high. Inflation is very high. My wife, Tadu. So please don't be cheated. Let us analyze things. Let us be critical. Let us be critical. Let us analyze. Don't be cheated by these punkers. Don't be cheated. Look at... My wife, you didn't put sugar in here. Really? I know we are suffering, but at least, I mean, a few teaspoons of sugar wouldn't make us... Hi, baby. Yeah, baby, come on. I'm still talking here. I'm talking economics. I'm talking economics, baby, here. Real economics. You see what I mean? Ah, baby, how are you laughing? You're not looking at me. You don't agree with me. Okay, baby, go out. It's off now. So, if you want, praise singers. When you are praising your government, be realistic. Be realistic. Be sure of what you are talking about. There is no need for a dollar now. This government is not building, and that's why the dollar has gone down. That's why the dollar has gone down. It is because there is no money. Inflation, because of course some of these things they're even cheating. People don't have money, and it's a challenge for people to be increasing prices of commodities. That is the real economics. And on top of that, well, that is we can put that aside. This government is on rampage, firing people. Firing people. A lot of people are losing jobs. A lot of people are losing jobs. In then, people have lost jobs and they have not been paid. Some of the retirees have not been paid. Go to UNZA, retirees are not paid. Go in the police camps, retirees are not paid. And I don't know where this person was saying, no. Most of the retirees have been paid. Which most of retirees have not been paid? Bamdara Mumumaranda will not sung church, that man of God. Just that you are not a politician. If you are a politician, I would have been cooking you today. You are saying most of the retirees have been paid. Which most of retirees have been paid? Which most of retirees have been paid? Police camps are still intact. with retirees still intact. We don't have retirees moving. UNZA still intact. Lima Bank still intact. Those where Hakainde Hichilema was actually involved, still intact, not paid. Those who went on voluntary separation 1998, 1999, up to now, not paid. So which retirees are you saying most of retirees have been paid? At no 1 year of Hakainde Hichilema is a success. What success? What success? There is no success here. There is no success. There is failure. There is proper failure. Hakainde Hichilema is a proper failure. If you want to see a president that has failed, it's Hakainde Hichilema. 1 year, we are clocking 1 year. Hakainde Hichilema has been a total failure. Total failure. Tell me what? What are we going to praise him for? At no, Hakainde Hichilema has completely removed the cadarism. I think Madaba Mdara Barefo avenged. I think Barefo avenged. Vana kana pastor. I think I'm a book tavareshta vantu. I'm a book tavareshta vantu. A problem. Mula verenga. Buy these books. That's why intelligent people are also now becoming, they are just becoming dumb just for you to eat. This is the thing. Because I would just be dumb. Could have pretend I would be dumb like nobody. Like Tapato Fonde Tonton Kanyanda, I would be a praise singer. I would get a job. Actually, I would get a job faster than some of you who make useless comments here. But the difference with some of us is that we act on principle, Mdala. When we don't believe in something, we will not support you. We will not support you just because turefo aturiemo atefo tubomba ifwe. Therefore, to Mumbai, if we nga kuria mtalaka fata turi shemu, but this is what it is. Na nguni meri apanga ndefo kuriamo kwa fata ngandefo kuriako. Oh no, ukuriamo, sorry. Not ukuriako, ukuriamo. Ngandefo afyo kuriamo, I would simply say, but if what's the fear puba. Okay, but in the shamo, but still more, I will never come here and say what Mary did is right. No. I will never do that. I will never do that. I will never come here and support what I know is wrong. Just because ndefo kudiako. Just because ndefo kudiako kudimeri. Not kudiako, sorry. Ukudiamo. Just because ndefo kudiamo, I will never come here and say, no, what Mary did is right. No, I will never do that. I will never do that. I state things as they are. Now, Imwema praise singers. You are busy praising. Hakainde Hichilema has done good. What has he done? This man has brought suffering. A lot of people are suffering now. A lot of you are suffering. A lot of you don't have money now. You don't have. You don't have. A lot of you don't have jobs. A lot of you will lose jobs. So where is the success of Hakainde Hichilema? Where is the success of Hakainde Hichilema? This man is a failure as far as I'm concerned. He's a failure. Nisha nothing. Ine panondala ndakona abantu abachindama barabene mutina barabene those people that you think I speak to them, but I don't compromise myself just because nalanda na Anthony Bwalia, because Anthony Bwalia is a presidential spokesperson and he's my friend. I'm talking to him. Mdala, I'll tell him, your boss is a failure. Anthony Bwalia, your boss is a failure. William Dara watchdog. Your boss is a failure. Chris, your boss is a failure. I'll tell them. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong at your pantad nimudishamo shanjan numdala nothing. Otherwise, ask for mercy, we will forgive you. Ask for mercy, we will forgive you. But trying to pretend, like the way Mary is trying to pretend, A lot of you are busy defending Mary. Busy defending Mary. Why are you defending Mary? Why are you defending Mary? No, the videos are edited. They are not edited. They are not edited. I'm insisting they are not edited. Where is Mary? Where is Mary? Let us ask Mary. Let Mary come out and answer. If those videos are edited, if those videos are fake, let her come out and tell us. Let her come out and tell us. Eh? In an Incan, I know Mary. I know Mary. Among the men that Mary knows, I am one of those. I'm one of those. And come on. You can't go on pretending. You can't go on cheating. Yeah? That you are Amai Busa and yet you are doing silly things. And when people say no, when God exposes you, you say no. It is because of it is because third topic will take you to court. Kabie nyuko wa makasi tie nitwale ni ku court. That man show phone there. You think if I'm talking, why am I talking like this? Why am I talking like this? Why am I even mentioning me? Yeah? You think I don't know? You think I don't know? Oh. Mwila umono mtu efika tu yatwa umutu oyu ta utondonganya buno. Mwali ba machine umu, mwali ba machine ndala. Iyi machine ya umwi ila womba buno sana. Mwali ba machine umu. So when Bamamuwira Mofi, you just fall into my into my whatever. I'm talking like this. Therefore, muntu ale kukoti kai. Muntu ale kukoti. Ntwaleni. Take me to court kai. Then I will show you. Because panonga na ambo kulande fintu. If I start revealing things here, some of you will be like, how can you say this? How can you say this? How can you say this? But in court, mdala, au nkalafu nyafe data, nkalafu fuisafi. Nkalafu fuisafi data, pa. At the end of the day, mukamonekera mweveni. Mukamonekera mweveni. Na mwe waresa pota Mary, you go flat. Mukatampoku fisama panisha ma tables. Mukatampoku fisama panisha ma tables. When some of these cases, some of these things will come up. Wait. Just wait. Turependa lero kwa shana 3 days. Kama irofi aka Friday. Tuala ingira mu action. Kama irofi maironish kwa shana. Kama irofi naka Friday. Ni tuala ingira mu action. And when I start talking, especially women, I don't want to come and hey, what? How can you bring this? I gave one week. 1 week. So when I start coming out, don't come and say, no. How could you do this? How could you do this? Ndala nawa vuka. Nawa afwa waka vuka. Nawa afwa waka vuka. And you must know, I'm telling you, some of these things, it's just, when God wants to show off, wants to bring you out, especially when a person dies. You must be very, very careful. You must be very, very careful. You must be very, very careful. And I'm telling you, what will be coming out. Hey. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. And I'm not bluffing. I'm not bluffing. I'm not bluffing. I'm not bluffing. Check that pastor of Mary, whom you know as a husband. Check that pastor whom you know as a husband. Check him. What does he have to say? Check him. Check him. That one who you call a husband. I mean, I don't want to go. That's the man that you know as a husband. But where is Mary's first husband? Yeah? Where is Mary's first husband? What happened? What happened to Mary's first husband? Because if you are trying to play smart, everything will just come out. Everything will just come out. Where is Mary's first husband? What happened to Mary's first husband? I don't want to get there. I don't want to get there. But there is a lot. When you have done something wrong, honor up. Say, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm human. We will all understand. And we will tell you, no, it's okay. Even as we have done in the West. I mean, I'm not saying I'm an innocent guy. I'm not. I'm not an innocent guy. I've done a lot of things. Some of the things that I've done, even Mary herself knows. Some of the things that I've done, even Mary have done, knows them. Because we did them together. So, I mean, I'm not ashamed to call myself, to call myself, a sinner. But when you play innocent, you start making it to say, no. This is happening to me because I am director for DEC. We are not talking about you because you are director for DEC. These things have not come out because you are director for DEC. These things have come out because God is exposing you. God is exposing you. God is exposing you. God is exposing Mary. Mary has been living a pretentious life. He has been living a pretentious life, and God has exposed her. And God has exposed her because there is always a time when God just says, no, it's too much of you. Too much of you. Let me expose you. Let me expose you. God will just bring up things. Will just bring out things. That's why some of us, we are straightforward in that. If we got to Aridia, I mean, one set to Ladia. That's a fact. One set to Ladia. Never speak at you. It's true. It is understandable. It is a human nature. So it is understandable. It is understandable. Just come out. Whatever. Something, it's okay. We will understand you. We will understand you. But not why ifwenya because I'm a tech boss. That's what we are refusing. That's what we are refusing. That's what we are refusing. And that is my point. Because some of you are not getting it. You are wondering, why am I on this? I'm on this. Number one, on the personal level of Mary, is that Mary, as a person that I know, she has been living a fake life. A life of pretending to be a Amai Busa. To be Amai Busa, what? Come on. It's okay. Even me, I mean, you can say, no, you, whatever, but accept it. Don't lie. Don't cheat people. Don't cheat people. And don't cheat Chilufya Tayali. Don't. Tell Chilufya Tayali the truth. Ngolalisha landa tawenda lisha na ino kusaidu. Oh, balandia. Say the truth. It's okay. We will understand you. Not you start fabricating things. That is my problem. And then number two, the issue is that what has been done here is a crime. Other people have been committed, have gone to court and have been convicted over these same issues. Over these same issues. That Mary has been implicated just because of summoning, the first lady. Nothing. Mary has not been implicated because she called the first lady. Mary has been exposed because she touched innocent people. That's why that first lady, that woman is a very innocent woman, a very prayerful woman, a very, very innocent woman. Nikwisa wamfule kwa walankani wa maewa Esther tibade na kano mundu. Nikwisa wamfule batu wa maewa Esther wale fumiama statements awu loklondoloka. Never. Emo mwa mku ikatamu. Nifi fine nomba, you are being exposed. You are being exposed. It's not, she has got nothing to do with you, not even Lungu, they have got nothing to do with Nile Safi. But unfortunately, Mary wants to run away, to pretend that, no, this is happening to me because I'm Dek boss. No, it has got nothing to do with her job. It is all personal. It is all personal. And she has been living this life. Sadi, Samaila, this is a dead issue. It's not dead. It's starting. By next week, it will be burning fire. I can assure you that. By next week, it will be burning fire. It is just smoldering. It is just smoldering. But you will see next week. Because, we are also used that, no, people will talk and they will stop. No, in a telephone hour. When I start something, I want to finish it. I won't stop. I'm not one of those people who start something, walanda, you leave it there. Me, I want to follow it. I want to follow this issue nicely. I am talking to lawyers already. We'll be preparing, a complaint before a magistrate, and we will take it there. And we will call Mary. We will call Mary. And she will have to come and tell the court to say, no, I'm not the one. And we will we will show the evidence around. It will be very interesting, except that, I don't want it to go to those extent, really. I don't want, in Bemba we said, if you know a person, you don't want to finish them. But if they give you no choice, you go after them. You go after them. If people, I've got this attitude that people I know, I should, reserve something. I can talk, but I should reserve something. So far, I'm reserving. But when it comes to when everything, if Mary doesn't resign by Friday, Saturday, I'll make a very good Saturday. I'll have one article first. Number one, bam, I'll remove it. I'll tell you. I'll start from Genesis. I'll start when Mary was at deck. That's where I'll start from. Because some of you don't know. Mary was first at deck. She was at deck. Then she had issues. There had serious issues there at deck. Then she was out and then she was brought to Fik. And that's how she came back to deck. But there were issues before Mary moved to deck, moved to Fik. There were issues. I'll start from there. I'll discuss Mary from the professional point of view. What really happened? Mary. How did Mary leave deck first? What about her personal life? What happened to Mary's first husband, who she has children with? And unfortunately, this is why I'm very reluctant to be talking about this. What happened to her first husband? What happened? How did this pastor come into her life? Who else came into her life? And then you will judge, where is Mary that you are defending? Where is her morality? Where is her integrity? Where is her integrity? And I can assure you, you will not like it. But the best that she can do, she can save herself by simply resigning, and I'll forget about it. I'm emphasizing on resigning because, that office, requires integrity. Requires a person of high integrity to be in that office. So that's why I'm saying, it will be enough punishment for me, her to be out there. But if she doesn't, then we'll go to court. And then we will see now how she will keep the job. Her going to court, defending herself on those cases, and how she will go to that office. I don't know. I don't know how she will handle it. No, but anyway, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I know Mary. I'm not surprised that she's still holding on to this. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, what she has seen, a few of you can see, can bear it. Can imagine and still continue with your life. What Mary has seen, I mean, a few people can witness such kind of things and still go on with patadi. Let her just resign and save herself. So if you're basically, these are the few points that I wanted just to discuss. Number one, the praise singers, stop boasting that Hakainde Hichilema has created jobs. He didn't create those jobs. Those jobs were created by PF, by the fact that they built the infrastructure, which was a precursor to employing people. If they had not created the infrastructure, there is no way Hakainde Hichilema would have employed. Hakainde Hichilema is employing teachers, is employing health workers because PF built the infrastructure. Kudos goes to PF. We can only appreciate him because it is continuity. But not to say he's the one who has created jobs. No, that is a lie. But I also want to emphasize that these people are not yet employed. As far as I'm concerned, they are not yet employed. Because a person to be employed, he must be going for work and getting a salary. Appearing in a newspaper doesn't mean you are employed. So, this is the least that this government should do. They should make sure that the employment process is completed. They should make sure that the employment process is completed. And they should consider those volunteer teachers, those who have been working as volunteers. Those people must be considered. They should consider the volunteer nurses, volunteer medical, clinical officers. They should consider them. It is so unfair that you have left people that have been volunteering. You have left them. Please include them. They sacrifice themselves working for nothing. So please consider them. Consider the volunteer teachers. Consider the volunteer health workers. Consider the disabled. A number of disabled have been left out. Please consider them. Please consider them. Employ them. Mulungushi University, a lot of young people are still crying. You only took 1,000. You are remaining with 2,500. Please release another list. Give those young people loans. In terms of the economy, don't be cheated by a single-digit inflation. Don't be cheated by the dollar going up. At the moment, people have no money and they don't need the dollar. Since the dollar is not needed, is not on demand, the dollar is going down. People don't need dollars because they don't have money. Businesses don't need dollars because they don't need to import their products because people don't have money, they have got nowhere to sell. Government, which puts a lot of pressure on the dollar, is not doing anything. They are not building, apart from Hakainde Hichilema, moving from one country to the other. That is the only part. But as far as government is concerned, they are not spending dollars. So there is no pressure on the dollars. That is why the dollar has gone up. It is nothing to do with Hakainde Hichilema's good works. In PF, there was pressure. Government was building. We needed a lot of dollars. A lot of people had money because government were paying, contractors and suppliers, which included a lot of cadres. That is why we had money. There was money in circulation. And because there was money in circulation, some of us even managed to go to Ethiopia and get married there because there was money. When going to marry in Ethiopia, we were using dollars. So we were putting pressure on the dollar, and that's why the dollar was going up. Now, we don't have money. We don't have money. Even our foreigner wives can't fly out because there is no money. So there is no dollar. There is no demand for dollar. There is no demand for dollar. In terms of Mary Chirwa, it is not about personal. It is not because of our work. No. Mary is just being exposed in her personal life. because she has been living a double life and she has used men to an extent that one of them even had to die. Even one of them had to die. But I will not go into the details of that. I'm giving Mary up to Friday to resign. If she doesn't resign, I won't mind. I'll bring out all these issues in public. Hey, Fiobane, thank you very much. Somebody, when I was scratching the tuma 2 kwacha, I sent to me like 100 kwacha airtime. I'm bundles now wonfia. So ngumfwe po muntu anela ndati yo wafola banani bakupero rupia nde kutukana pofi. Nimpia too much for you to be accusing me of at yo bachite bampere mpia. Because na wene bachite olela ndako na wene tabako eto rupia. A lot of PF people are broke. Vela mi be pati yo ba PF na wakate mpia. Ba PF ba live mpia. Vale chulafi. Vale chulafi. That's why some of them are even coming to UPND, thinking that they will have something. But at the end of the day, I mean, UPND is a closed shan. Ni couch. I don't know. Couch chipri branch. I don't know. Let me just say it's a closed group. So, when we took it up UPND, thinking at Parefumara Quata, UPND, they are struggling. Those people that sponsored UPND, they are not getting anything. I'm going to get something from UPND. Fear no. Bye for now. Have a good day.